This story happened 15 years ago. A 16-year-old model of Indonesian-American descent married the 30-year-old Prince of Kelantan. Initially, the couple appeared happy despite the significant age gap. However, just 1 year into their marriage, the young model ran away, sparking a major scandal in the country. And what she revealed afterward will absolutely shock you. Why did Manohara run away from her husband? And what has her life been like since then? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. The members of the Kelantan royal family have been involved in numerous marriages to beautiful women and models. For instance, Prince Muhammad Fakhri's brother, Prince Muhammad Faiz, married a stunning Swedish woman in 2019. Faiz was 45 at that time, and she was 32. And now they have a son. Another example is the eldest son in the family, Sultan Muhammad V, who married a Russian woman named Oksana Vojvodina. They also had a significant age gap, with him being 49 years old and her being 26 at the time of their wedding. Oksana was a model and beauty queen. However, the Sultan divorced her just 1 year later, sparking a global scandal as Oksana had given birth to a son during their marriage, but the Sultan refused to acknowledge the child and abandoned them. This scandal garnered widespread media attention worldwide. However, the story we're about to discuss in this video created an even bigger scandal in its time. Manohara Odelia Pino was born on February 28, 1992, in Jakarta, Indonesia. Her dad, George Mans, is American and worked as an engineer, while her mom, Daisy Fajarina, is Indonesian. They got divorced when she was just 2, and she's lived with her mom since then. Mano spent her early years in France before returning to Indonesia in 2006. With her mixed heritage, she possessed striking beauty. When she was 14, scouts discovered her, and she became a model. She gradually became famous and was even named one of Indonesia's 100 most precious women by Harper's Bazaar Indonesia magazine. In December 2006, when she was almost 15, she got invited by Malaysia's Deputy Prime Minister Najib Razak to a dinner in Kuala Lumpur, where she met her future husband. Prince Muhammad Fakhri is a member of the Kelantan royal family. He is the son of Sultan Ismail Petra, who was the 28th Sultan of Kelantan before his older son, Sultan Muhammad V, took over on September 13, 2010. Prince Fakhri was immediately attracted to Mano, even though she was very young. Her beauty left a lasting impression on everyone. After that, Prince Fakhri often met her and told her mom that he wanted to marry her. On August 17, 2008, the Manohara family was invited to the Kelantan Palace and introduced to the Sultan and his wife at that time. At first, the marriage faced obstacles because Mano had just turned 16, and there was no letter from the local Indonesian embassy. However, eventually, the marriage happened, despite the big age gap. The wedding was a modest event attended by close family and friends. Following the wedding, Mano was granted the title Chapuan and became a part of the Kelantan royal family. Mano went to many events with her husband and was adored by the people. At first, she seemed happy in public. But behind closed doors, things were different. Just 2 months after getting married, Mano tried to go back home, saying she was treated badly by her husband. But nobody believed her, and she was sent back to the palace. Then Prince Fakhri tried to convince her to stay. He bought her a car and took her and her mom to Saudi Arabia for Umrah. When they came back, Prince Fakhri took Mano with him to Malaysia and didn't let her mom come along. For the next 9 months, Mano was held captive in her bedroom at the palace and was injected with tranquilizers whenever she complained. She was also injected with a drug to get pregnant quickly. This drug is also a hormone that can make people gain weight quickly in a short period. Mano was subject to a daily routine of abuse, and she would be tortured if she did not appear to be happy when she attended social functions with Prince Fakhri. She tried to escape many times but never managed to. However, in May 2009, she finally got her chance. Her husband's father, Sultan Ismail Petra, fell ill, and they went with him to Singapore for treatment. At that time, Prince Fakhry was busy with his sick father and didn't have time for Mano. So she took the opportunity and triggered the emergency alarm in a Singapore hotel elevator, which brought security guards who allowed her to run away. With help from the U.S. Embassy, Manohara made it to Changi Airport and successfully returned to Indonesia. When the story became public, it caused a huge scandal and even strained relations between the two countries. Through a press conference, Mano and her mother revealed many shocking truths. "I've been treated like an animal. I'm like his property. I was in his room, and whenever he wants to play with me, he just goes into the room and plays with me. I'm like an object," Mano said. "Sexual abuse and sexual harassment were like a daily routine for me, and he did that every time I did not want to have sexual intercourse," she added. She also revealed that he raped her even before they got married, and she couldn't tell anyone. However, the prince denied all accusations, claiming she left of her own accord and accused her mother of influencing her to make up stories about him. In July 2009, he took legal action against her in the Malaysian Islamic Sharia court, and on December 13, he won the case. The court ordered Mano to go back to her husband and pay back a debt of $1.8 million that she supposedly borrowed from him. However, Mano never returned to Malaysia or attended the court proceedings. The lawsuit Fakhry filed was in his home state of Malaysia, where he holds significant political connections and power. Therefore, if Mano had returned to Malaysia or appeared in court, she risked being deprived of her freedom once again. So it was deemed both intelligent and prudent for her not to attend. Shortly after, the two were officially divorced. Now, almost 15 years have gone by since this scandal. Mano is 32 years old now and has grown into a stronger woman. She went back to her studies and continued her career as a model. "Getting married at such a young age, I faced many challenges. But I'm thankful to be where I am now," she said. "I'm grateful that I survived. Today, I'm healthy and able to work here in my homeland until I achieve my goals," she added. Mano is also active as an animal and environmental conservationist, helping rescue and rehabilitate injured, orphaned, or endangered animals and preserving wildlife and natural habitats. She's also active on Instagram, collaborating with fashion brands, designers, and cosmetics. She looks happier and more beautiful than ever. On the other hand, Prince Fakhry lost his title in 2010 after being suspected of involvement in the shooting of his brother's bodyguard. Mano's story highlights that being the wife of a prince isn't a fairy tale. In real life, marrying into royalty can be disappointing and even a nightmare. What do you think of this story? Share your opinion in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.